Tommaso the stray cat inherited $13 million from Maria Assunta, his wealthy owner. Have you ever heard of a cat that became a millionaire? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, this is a true story. A little black cat named Tommaso went from being a stray on the streets of Rome to inheriting a fortune worth $13 million. How did this happen? Let's find out. Most people think that stray cats live tough lives, struggling to find food and shelter. But sometimes life has surprises. Tommaso was just an ordinary cat, roaming the streets, looking for scraps of food and a place to stay safe. He had no idea that his life was about to change most extraordinarily. This story isn't just about a cat who got lucky. It's about love, companionship, and the deep bond between a pet and its owner. Maria Assunta, a wealthy widow, made sure that her beloved pet would never have to worry about anything again. But how did a stray cat become the heir to such an enormous fortune? Let's take a closer look at this fascinating tale. A lonely lady and a stray cat. Tommaso was just another stray cat, wandering the streets of Rome, searching for food and shelter. He had no home, no family, and no idea what his future would hold. But one day, fate intervened. A kind and wealthy woman named Maria Assunta saw him and decided to take him in. Little did she know that this small act of kindness would change both of their lives forever. Maria Assunta was the widow of a successful builder. She had inherited a vast fortune, including properties in some of Italy's most beautiful locations, from Milan to Calabria. Despite her wealth, she felt incredibly lonely. She had no children or close family members to share her life with. Her heart longed for companionship, and she found it in the most unexpected place, a stray cat. When Maria took Tommaso home, he quickly became her closest friend. He was more than just a pet. He was her companion, her comfort, and her source of joy. Tommaso filled the emptiness in her life with his playful antics and gentle purring. As time went on, Maria became deeply attached to her feline friend and knew she had to make sure he would be cared for even after she was gone. A secret fortune for Tommaso. Maria Assunta knew she wouldn't live forever, so she started thinking about what would happen to Tommaso after her death. She had no direct heirs and didn't trust distant relatives or strangers with her fortune. But she had one clear wish: to ensure that Tommaso would live a comfortable and happy life for the rest of his days. In 2009, she visited her lawyers and wrote a will. In it, she made a shocking decision. She left her entire fortune, worth over $13 million, to Tommaso. Her wealth included luxurious homes, elegant villas, and valuable assets. This was an unprecedented act of love and devotion to her beloved pet. However, there was a problem. Under Italian law, animals cannot directly inherit money or property. This meant Maria had to find a legal way to make sure Tommaso's inheritance would be properly managed. She needed to find someone she could trust to take care of Tommaso and handle his vast fortune responsibly. This led her on a search for the perfect guardian for her beloved cat. Can a cat own money? Now you might be wondering, can a cat really own money? The answer is no. In Italy and in most other countries, animals cannot legally inherit money or property. But that didn't stop Maria from finding a way to provide for Tommaso. She instructed her lawyers to find a responsible trustee who would manage Tommaso's wealth and use it for his care. Finding the right trustee wasn't easy. Maria wanted someone who would truly love and care for Tommaso, not just someone who was interested in the money. She spent a long time searching for the perfect person who would respect her wishes and treat Tommaso like family. She needed to ensure that her beloved pet would always be safe and comfortable. Eventually, she met Stefania, a kind and caring woman who would later become Tommaso's legal guardian. Stefania had been Maria's nurse and had taken care of her in her final years. The two women had formed a close bond, and Maria saw how much Stefania cared about Tommaso. Trusting her completely, Maria decided to make Stefania the official trustee of Tommaso's fortune. Tommaso becomes a millionaire cat. When Maria Assunta passed away at the age of 94, Tommaso's life changed forever. No longer a stray, he was now the richest cat in the world. His inheritance is $13 million that included multiple properties, luxurious homes, and millions of dollars to ensure he would live a life of comfort. Stefania, as the trustee, took on the responsibility of managing Tommaso's vast wealth. She made sure he was well cared for, fed the best food, and given the love and attention Maria had always wanted for him. Despite his incredible fortune, Tommaso remained a simple cat at heart. He enjoyed sleeping in cozy corners, playing with toys, and lounging in the sun, just like any other cat. Many people were amazed by Tommaso's story. How could a stray cat go from rags to riches? His story became famous worldwide, sparking debates and discussions about pet inheritance. Some people found it heartwarming, while others thought it was bizarre. But one thing was certain: Tommaso was living a life that most cats, and even some humans, could only dream of. Tommaso's luxurious lifestyle. Tommaso's new life was nothing short of a dream. From once scavenging for food in the streets of Rome, he now lived in some of the most lavish homes in Italy. His inherited wealth ensured that he never had to worry about anything again. Stefania made sure that he lived a comfortable life, just as Maria had wanted. Tommaso enjoyed the finest cat food money could buy. His diet consisted of gourmet meals, carefully selected to keep him healthy and strong. He had plush beds in every room of his luxurious properties, allowing him to nap in style. Whether it was lounging in the sun by a villa in Calabria or curling up in a grand mansion in Milan, Tommaso always had the best spots to relax. He also had access to top-tier veterinary care, ensuring that he remained in perfect health. With plenty of toys, climbing structures, and cozy hideaways, he led a life of luxury and comfort. Tommaso might not have understood his wealth, but he certainly enjoyed the benefits of being a millionaire cat, the richest cat in the world. Even though Tommaso's story is amazing, he is no longer the richest cat. Other pets have inherited even bigger fortunes over the years. But his story remains one of the most incredible examples of a rags to riches tale in the animal world. Imagine being a stray cat, struggling to find food, and then suddenly becoming one of the wealthiest pets in history. Tommaso's life truly changed most unexpectedly. His story proves that sometimes the most ordinary creatures can end up living extraordinary lives. Tommaso's fortune ensured he never had to worry about anything again. While other stray cats faced daily struggles for survival, Tommaso enjoyed a life filled with comfort and luxury. His story became a symbol of hope, proving that even the most unfortunate beginnings could lead to the most astonishing transformations. People from all over the world were fascinated by his journey, and his tale inspired many discussions about wealth, inheritance, and the love people have for their pets. Despite his riches, Tommaso remained a simple cat at heart. He continued to find joy in the little things, chasing shadows, curling up in cozy spots, and gazing out of grand windows at the world beyond. His story wasn't just about wealth, but about the deep connection between humans and animals. Maria Assunta's love for Tommaso went beyond money. It was about making sure he was safe and cared for, even after she was gone. Her legacy lived on through him, proving that true wealth isn't just measured in money, but in love and kindness. Would you leave money to your pet? What do you think about Maria's decision? Would you ever leave your money to your pet? Some people think it's strange, while others believe it's a sweet and thoughtful act of love. One thing is for sure: Tommaso was a very lucky cat, and he will always be remembered as the stray cat who became a millionaire. If you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends who love animals, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories about pets, money, and unexpected twists in life. See you in the next video.